Hello, peoples. I know I've been really terrible about updating you on everything. It's been pretty crazy with traveling to New Hampshire, and we got sick and all this stuff. And as any of you mommies know, having a 1-year-old who's sick is not easy. It was his first cold. We also had his birthday party to plan for and all that other stuff. So that's what's been going on, really, just real quickly on the updates. So I am now 28 weeks pregnant. Yay, 28 weeks in one day, according to just last period, all that kind of stuff. Now starting to show, and this really makes me realize that I really want to get better on my diet once I'm not pregnant that I used to be on, which would actually be good if I was on it now, but I just don't want to start anything crazy while I'm pregnant. Um, but be showing differently and like that cute little baby bump from the person if I was the right way, but nonetheless I'm starting to show, and I've always been excited about being a shower. I've never had any problems with a pregnant belly. To me, a pregnant belly is completely different than being fat, and mommies, do not be embarrassed of your pregnant belly. To be honest, it's one of the times you're going to look, to me, in my opinion, your most fabulous. So enjoy your pregnant belly, embrace it, love it. Um, I had my glucose test again, which I remember the first time I did my glucose test, I was terrified of it. Everyone said it was nasty, it was gross, it was so hard to get down. And when I did it, I had the orange one, which to me tasted like flat orange soda. And the guy, the phlebotomist, the guy who does the test, said that he had been through different flavors and this was the one that he heard less complaints about. So that's why he just keeps it that way from now on. So if you have an option, I recommend the orange one because it tastes just like flat orange soda. But you drink it down. I haven't heard anything back, which no news is good news. So just like my first pregnancy, I think everything is going great in that department. I am very fortunate that I don't gain a lot of weight when I'm pregnant, which I kind of don't see how because I do eat a lot of sweets when I'm pregnant, which I also don't see how I don't fail my glucose test because I eat a lot of sweets when I'm pregnant. I don't know what it is, but before I got pregnant with my son, I was really good about not. And then after I got pregnant with my son, it was like sweets, 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 sweets. And it makes me crazy that I'm like that again. And that's another thing I hope to change. I have said that I would like to do, especially if this pregnancy went like my first one did, is I would like to do a surrogacy. So I talked to my doctor about it, and my doctor, well, actually, what made me bring it up to him was we were talking about my delivery because, ladies, I'm going to tell you right now, the doctor you have will not necessarily be the doctor that delivers you, and that is okay. The doctor is only with you in delivery process for 5 minutes, if that. It's the nurses. It's the nurses, the nurses, the nurses. So do not freak out about the doctor not being with you. It probably won't happen. So my doctor asked me about my delivery, which was really easy. I took the epidural, which I cannot stress enough, ladies. Take the epidural. Do not be a hero. Take the epidural. Um, and I told him it went really well. It was really smooth, one stitch. And he goes, "Man, you're built for making babies. I ain't gonna suggest you getting your tubes tied." So we were talking about the forms of birth control. And I definitely don't want the pill again because that's how I got pregnant with my daughter. So I don't want to get pregnant again. Not that I don't love having kids. I don't know what it's like to have more than one, but don't, I'm not a baby machine in that department. Like, I don't want to have 20 kids of my own. So I told him I have to be careful about what birth control I take because I really want to be a surrogate. He told me he's going to sign off on my surrogacy. He's like, "Girl, you're built for making babies." Like, yeah. He made me promise not to let them put more than one egg in me. So I have to keep that promise to my doctor, especially because I'm going to try to make it so this is my doctor, or at least the clinic I go to is the clinic I go to for my surrogacy. So, yeah, so that's going to be the next thing. Apparently, I like being pregnant, but pregnancy goes really smoothly for me. And I feel really bad for women who don't have it easy and who suffer and who are sick. And don't think I'm belittling any of you by this. You women who suffer and have a hard pregnancy, you are more of a champ than I am, because it's like the only thing that really sucks about being pregnant for me is the fact that I can't have a drink when I want to drink. And the fact that I was pregnant for 2 holiday seasons in a row. So that meant no drinking on New Year's. And I like Kahlua and milk around Christmas time, and I can't have that, or eggnog. Just it's just little things that I have to give up that I miss. That's enough for me. Updates on Little Miss is she's moving a lot and very active. Uh, I think a little bit more so than her brother, but just like her brother, I feel she's going into my lungs. Now that I'm 28 weeks pregnant, I've noticed that I'm getting winded very easily. I think a little sooner than I got last time that I'm getting winded. So I have to find myself sitting down, taking more breaks. Even now talking, like I feel like talking too much and I'm getting winded. So especially when I'm working, like massaging, and some of my clients talk to me when I'm doing 2 things at once, I definitely get winded. The other day vacuuming, I had to take a break. Like I just couldn't do it. Do not be afraid to take breaks, moms. Like it's okay to sit down. It's especially pregnant, especially if it's your first one, because sometimes when you get that second one, you don't get to sit down. So I am very fortunate that I live with as many people as I live with, as hard as it may be sometimes to live with as many people as I live with, that I have the help. And Kevin's mom, especially lately, has been a tremendous help for me. Part of me doesn't know how I would do it without her. So one last final update, I guess, is I've been not only studying real estate, which I'm bombing at terribly, but I've also decided to study for my MBLACs, which is like a national test that massage therapists have to take. We are looking into moving to New Hampshire, and living in San Diego, I know a lot of you are wondering why I want to move to New Hampshire. You're crazy. It's cost of living. My parents are there, and my parents are a tremendous help to us financially, and just intelligence wise, and spoiling my son and teaching my son that I want to surround myself with smart people. Kevin's mom will go with it. Another thought of baby brain. Oh my God, baby brain. I swear I've been joking that this one even before I knew what it was. So little Miss is going to be smarter than her brother. Not that my son's not smart. I think my son is very smart. He's a quick. I'm not trying to say that my kid's the greatest kid and blah 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 blah. I've never been around kids as much as I've been around my son, but I've seen other kids, and I've seen kids just amaze me in general. Kids are just smart in general, but my son blows me away with how quickly he picks up on things and how almost intuitive he is to other things. But this one is sucking out my brain. And because my son is smart, the second one is going to have the first one to feed off of. So I joke all the time that this one's going to be smarter than my first one, because my brain is toast. I can't learn anything. I can't remember anything. I'm surprised I haven't lost my son in public yet, which is why I try not to take him out with me. Just kidding. Calm down. Just joking. So it's horrible. So I try to start studying real estate, which I'm still kind of doing, only because I just want to make more money for my family. And I feel stuck with my career. I feel it's plateaued, and I feel like I can't grow anymore. But on that note as well, we are looking at moving to New Hampshire to be closer to my parents, my mother and my stepfather. So I've also been trying to study the MBLACs, and it's just horrible. So ladies, whether this is your first pregnancy or your 10th pregnancy, baby brain is a real thing. And don't be embarrassed about it. Make a joke about it, laugh about it, write yourself in post-it notes and put it all over the house if you have to, but baby brain is a real thing. And so be forgiving to yourself, basically. Oh, real quick thought before I let you all go. Something that did help me during my pregnancy that I know a lot of women complain about is swollen feet and ankles. Even if you have a desk job, get yourself some compression socks. They are amazing. Your legs feel better throughout the day. Me being a massage therapist, I am on my feet for most of the time. It's helped. I never had any swelling in my feet, and so far so good with this pregnancy. I'm not getting any swelling. So to help avoid the swelling, definitely get yourself some compression socks, and at the end of the day, put your feet up, relax. Um, that will help you. So anyway, I feel like this is probably the longest walk I've done, which is good because I haven't done it in a while. So anyway, peace out. I love all you mommies. If you have anything you want me to cover or anything like that, I know I'm new, so I probably have no one even listening to me right now. But if you come across anything, even if it's been 10 years down the road and you come across this, don't be afraid to ask me. All right. Peace out. Love you all.